because I thought if I have a few of them, and maybe I sell them for $1. What do you think? Give me a feedback. Well, if it isn't one thing, it's another. Trying to get this to work. That has a green light. This is plugged in to my computer now to see if it'll charge, and we'll see what happens. I'm not too sure. I'm tired tonight, but that's okay. Even though I went to bed at a good time, but you know. So what am I doing today? I am cutting these out, and I do have a cutter, but I needs a new blade because what's happening is that when I cut them, they leave little frizzies. I don't know if you can see that. Little frizzies at the end. So it doesn't give me a smooth edge, and so I'll be needing a new blade, so I can order that. So that's one thing. And then when I cut my paper, it doesn't give it a clean edge either, because I'm doing ta-da, little bookmarks. But the other part I was having is, of course, the bookmarks aren't lining up, but whatever. We will cut them out and see how they look after they're cut out. So that is the joys of everything. And when you are trying to line everything up and get everything lined up, everything else worked out okay. I'm making my little notepads. First time I've ever doing notepads, and that's for the letters from Mama G. So I'm doing notepads, and they're quite cute, but I think I need different clips. So I got them clipped, and then they got to dry. So I think I'm using clothes pegs. That's all I have. I'm using what I got, man. I'm using what I got. And I have a couple underneath that are somewhere heavy. So this one here, this one has a little QR code on it. And I put the little QR code. And then the other ones I did don't have a QR code. I know on my stickers, I kind of like them without a QR code because I just think they're cute. So I got those done, and this is for the market on Saturday. So I'm trying to get some marketing done so I can have like a little display on my table for the marketing and get the marketing done. So I have that I'm doing. And the market is at 9:30, or no, I have to be there at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if there's anybody out there who wants to give me a ride, wonderful. And the market is at 520 27th Avenue Northeast, Winston Heights Mountain View Community Association. And there is door prizes. There's a Frontier Wellness, Cal Lily Creations, Rihanna Ravenmoon, Thera Creative, Lavender Latrins, Chickenfoot Creations. I want to see that Chickenfoot Creations because I think that's just intriguing to me. Of course it's intriguing to me. That I've never heard of before. I'm table 27, and there's Hillbilly Hippie Crystals and Healing right beside me, and I'm quite intrigued by that one as well. So it looks like it's not a big market. It is a smaller market, and I'll see how it is. It's my first market in Calgary in a long time, and we're going to see how it goes from there. I have to make a lot more stuff to be able to have a table to sell things. So that means stickers and little notepads and things like that. 'Cause those are the kinds of sort of stationary things that I am looking at wanting to sell, and things that are about astrology and spirituality and little funny whimsical ones that I want to start doing. So that, and then along with my letters from Mama G. So I want to do little prompty things, journal prompts and items along that line. That is what I want to start creating more of. Some of them will be made straight from scratch. Other ones I'm looking at ways of making things and covering them and creating them that way as well. And they're not as expensive, but you've put that time and energy in it. I've seen one which is a really cute little notebook. It's a little small little notebook, and you can make it in a variety of ways with different scrapbooking paper and use whatever trend is going on. It could be a Halloween one, it could be a Christmas one, or it could just be something very generic and pretty. That is what I'm looking at making. So adding that to what it is that I want to do. And that's a really nice gift giver, along with doing the stickers. I just love doing the stickers. Now doing the sticker sheets, I know I need a cutter to do that. And I'm looking at the silhouette. It is a little bit more detailed than the Cricut one, but I feel if I can get the gist of it and doing it, then I can start to utilize it. And so hopefully, this is what I'm hoping, is that there's a price point that I want to earn at the market on Saturday, and that's going towards the cutter, because the cutter's on sale right now at Michael's with all the little paraphernalia that goes along with it. Paraphernalia. And there's also, with the silhouette too, you can get a marker set that will help you to address your letters, and I thought that is so cool. So if you want to do a nice calligraphy or something on your letter, or if you have a piece of art that you want to do on your letter, then you could do that, and I think that's very cool. I have an idea of what I want to do on the letters for September, and I'm going to be doing one up today, see how it turns out, and have that on the front of the letters. But if you're able to do that on Procreate, I think it is. I don't have Procreate. I don't have an iPad, but if you're able to do that, and then you could use and put it, that template onto the silhouette, can actually take your piece of art and then do it, and it's a lot faster than me having to do it 14 times. Although I will do it 14 times right now, because there's only, I think, 14 to 17 people who are in the Letters from Mama G. But I'm looking at, if I get 50, you know, whatever art piece I have in my little head that I'm trying to create, doing that 50 times, I mean, it's nice, but it can get where it's very time consuming, right? And because you're also creating the stickers and the journal prompts and the you know, whatever else you're creating and getting together. So doing that, I will be doing readings. I'm going to be doing readings there at the market. I'm going to be doing one card for $15, or you can get a reading for 20 minutes for $50. So try to keep it as reasonable. It's a sort of an introductory kind of thing for market and a market price, and that way I'm kind of covering it all. What I don't want to say Calgary's cheap, but I find if I go up to Edmonton, or if I go into like Vermilion or any of those places, people are willing to pay for somebody to come there and do readings, or for somebody to come there and do the healings and things along that line. Otherwise, it's here it's like they don't want to pay, and I don't know why. It's not that Calgary is a poor city, but there's also sometimes a mindset that comes along within the pagan community, and or even within a spiritual community, of lack. And that is one piece I'm stepping over, because it's like, if that's your mindset that you want to stay in, and so many times it's like, oh, but that's so expensive, but not even looking at how beautiful the creation is, or the time that the person put in to create whatever that they're doing, whether it's a bracelet or a piece of art. I mean, understanding the time that it took for the person to do that, and their energy to, you know, it's like, it's not something that you're going to pick up for like $1 from the dollar store kind of thing, you know. But even in saying that, it's like people taking their ingenuity, their imagination, in looking at something and saying, ooh, out of that I can do this. I think that is worth something. And I think that is something that people have to start looking at, that is actually worthwhile in investing in, right? So that's one of the things. And I feel like too, is that when you put that energy out, it's going to come back. You know, very much the mindset. But if you're constantly putting the mindset out on, oh, I can't do that, I will never have it back, or whatever that mindset is, which I understand, I have it, I get it, that people need to look at and overcome that mindset. It's actually raising a vibration, raising the energy up. So, all right, enough chit chat for all of you today. I'm going to go back to work over here, and I will come back and talk to you guys later. All right, have a good one. Bye.